What's up guys, I'm Nash Kassam from Cloud9 Golf and Travel, and in this video I'm going to share with you the top 7 golf courses in New Zealand. And spoiler alert, the #1 course in New Zealand might also be the #1 course on the entire planet. Number 7, it's a bit of a tongue twister, Paraparaumu Beach. Paraparaumu Beach is located on the west coast of the North Island and is 45 minutes from New Zealand's capital, Wellington. The course has everything you can ask for in a bucket list course. Prestige, history, accolades, course conditioning, challenge, and more. The course was designed in 1949 by former Australian Open champ Alex Russell, who at one point in time was partners with world-famous golf course architect Dr. Alistair Mackenzie. Since the course's inception, it has hosted the New Zealand Open 12 times, including Tiger Woods in 2002. Each hole presents its own unique journey, and there was a very healthy variety of straight holes, dogleg lefts, and dogleg rights. When we played, the fairways were firm, and when you missed them, it was tough to get out of the thick rough for the fescue. Many of the holes were lined with dunes or had varying levels of elevation, adding to both the beauty and the challenge of the course. As far as the greens go, they were everything you would want out of a world-class course. They were firm and fast, but fair and consistent. Many of the greens were often perched up with steep surrounding slopes, making it really challenging when you missed the green to get up and down. The bunkers were very steep and challenging, but very consistent. Virtually every approach shot presented you with a risk-reward situation. I love the layout of the course and how each hole was shaped so beautifully into the landscape. It's no surprise that Paraparaumu Beach ranks amongst the top golf courses in New Zealand and consistently ranks on Golf Digest's top 100 golf courses in the world. If you're coming to New Zealand, you have to add Paraparaumu Beach to your list. Coming in at number 6 is the Kinloch Club, designed by Jack Nicklaus, just outside Lake Taupo. The scenery is insane. It's probably the only course in New Zealand that has a lake and mountain golf feel to it. But don't let the beauty fool you. Boasting a 77.4 rating and 139 slope off the tips, the course is ready to put you through the test. Many of the holes have a lot of elevation change, and there are a ton of well-placed bunkers off the tee. So make sure you listen to your aiming points in your caddy book. When you miss the fairway, the first cut isn't that bad, but if you go into the fescue, it's a coin toss as to whether or not you'll actually find your ball. The greens are fast and have a ton of slope. I remember having to play some of my putts with over 15 feet of break. Everything about this golf course is awesome, and you have to add it to your list of courses to play when you come to New Zealand. Coming in at number 5 is the Hills on the South Island, just outside Queenstown. The Hills was designed by John Darby and brought to New Zealand by the world-famous jeweler Michael Hill, who set out to build the Augusta of the Southern Hemisphere. And he did not disappoint. The course is private, but does allocate a few tee times each day to international guests who are willing to pay a premium for the experience. When you get to the course, your jaw will drop. Every blade of grass feels like it's manicured perfectly, and you feel like you're the only person at the course. There are no tee times, just come to the course and play whenever you're ready. But they do have one rule: don't drive your golf cart in the rough or you'll be shot. And while we didn't test it out, it's probably true. The course feels more like an artist's canvas than a golf course. Throughout the day, you have these beautiful sculptures unlike anything you've ever seen on a golf course before. There are also these huge hay bales which really add to the aesthetic beauty. The course itself is amazing. It has everything you can ask for out of a world-class experience. It has a great layout, beautiful mountain views, and the course conditioning was perfect. The Hills presents a great blend of beauty and challenge and will continue to carve its path as a top course in New Zealand. If you're into art and sculptures, you have to add the Hills to your list of places to play if you're going to Queenstown to play golf. At number 4, we have my favorite course on the South Island, located in Queenstown, Jack's Point. Nestled between the Razorback Remarkables mountain range and Lake Wakatipu, Jack's Point provides an unparalleled golf experience without any attitude. For starters, the scenery is second to none. Throughout the entire day, you are presented with jaw-dropping views of Lake Wakatipu and the mountains, and the course is beautifully architected into the natural landscape with great hole variety and these beautiful natural rock-looking formations that are embedded right into the course. There's also a beautiful contrast between the green fairways and the gold fescue, really adding to its beauty. The course was well conditioned and consistent the whole way through. The greens had a great balance of speed and undulation, and the bunkers were always consistent and well placed. One thing I really loved about this course was the uniqueness of the overall experience. If the jaw-dropping views of the golf course weren't enough, you also get these awesome views of the planes taking off and landing at the nearby strip and of skydivers parachuting down. Everything about this golf experience is absolutely amazing, and it's no surprise that Jacks Point comes in as a top course to play in New Zealand and a top 100 golf course in the world. If you're planning a golf trip to New Zealand, you have to put Jacks Point on your list. Coming in at number 3 is Kerry Cliffs, located about 3.5 hours north of Auckland on the North Island. This is one of the courses in the Robertson Lodge family, and it is absolutely breathtaking. There's not much to say about Kerry Cliffs. Everything is just perfect. The views are ridiculous. 15 out of the 18 holes have expansive water views of the ocean, and you even get to hit over the ocean ravine on the par 3 7th hole. You could make a case that the finishing stretch is one of the most beautiful stretches in the entire world, with holes 14 to 17 alongside the cliffs and overlooking the ocean and nearby islands. The layout, architecture, and conditioning of the course was also perfect. It's very undulating, and the contrast from fairway to fescue adds to its beauty. The facility is complete with an amazing practice facility and restaurant, and it also has world-class accommodation on site. It's no surprise that Kerry Cliffs keeps climbing the top 100 golf courses in the world, and at the time I'm filming this video, it's even in the top 50. You 100% have to add Kerry Cliffs to your bucket list of golf courses to play before you die. Coming in at number 2 is Cape Kidnappers, located on the North Island in Hawke's Bay. Designed by world-renowned golf architect Tom Doak, this insanely challenging and insanely beautiful golf course is everything you would expect in a world-class experience. Just like Kerry Cliffs, there's not much to say. Everything is perfect. The views are to die for, and the layout, architecture, and course conditioning is all unreal. Each hole presents a unique set of challenges, the first of which being to keep your ball in the fairway. Most of the fairways are perched up a bit, and when you miss the fairway, your ball will often roll down into the surrounding ravines. The greens were fast and undulating, but fair and always kept in perfect shape. The wind was a factor both of the days that we played, making the course even more challenging, but somehow adding to the overall experience. I remember coming up short on the par 5 16th, which measures 500 yards, and I hit driver 3 with 3 iron. So the wind's definitely a factor. Cape Kidnappers has plenty of signature holes, being so high up on the cliffs and overlooking the stunning blue water. And it's also gained world recognition for the finger-looking cliffs that you see from above. Cape Kidnappers ranks in the top 20 golf courses in the world at the time this video is being made, and without a doubt, you have to add it to your list of courses to play before you die. So coming in number 2, Cape Kidnappers. Coming in at number 1 for the top golf courses in New Zealand, and actually coming in at number 1 for my favorite golf experience in the entire world, is Eddy. I hadn't heard of Eddy when I started planning my trip to New Zealand, but once it was on my radar, there was no way I could leave it off the list. Eddy is located on the east coast of the North Island, about an hour and a half from Auckland. It's tucked away and hard to find, but when you do find it, everything about it is special. The property was brought to the coast of New Zealand by hedge fund billionaire Rick Kane, who bought 500 acres of coastal land and brought in world-renowned architect Tom Doak to design a world-class golf course. And he did just that. In only a few years of existence, Eddy has jumped all the way up to number 6 in the world ranking, and I wouldn't be surprised if it climbs all the way up to number 1. This place is truly special. I've seen the Mona Lisa, I've seen the Sistine Chapel, but this is the greatest piece of art I've ever seen. The entire course is some unimaginable, perfect blend of rugged beauty. Each hole is shaped with natural bunkering and is worked into the landscape so perfectly. The fairways are firm and fast and filled with these little mounds, always making your tee shot exciting. The undulations around the entire course are unlike anything I've ever seen, often requiring you to play away from the pins if you want to get it close. I kind of forgot to say this, but basically every hole has a perfect view of the water. I'm really at a loss for words, but Tara Eddy, it really just is the perfect golf experience. If you like golf and travel and you can get by the price tag, I strongly urge you to add Tara Eddy to lists of courses you need to play. So there you have it, the top 7 golf courses in New Zealand. Need some help planning your golf trip? Check out the link below and feel free to reach out to me if you need some help planning your trip.